Hey guys, I'm just Joshin and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Ultra Moon Martyrlocke. In the last episode, I lost another Pokemon. By the way, this is the first time I'm recording in a couple of days. I finally feel a little bit better. If you didn't watch the last couple episodes, go back and watch them if you want to listen to a boy cough every 4 words. I have these on hand just in case. They don't actually work. They're delicious. Highly recommend. What is it? Honey vanilla flavor. Hall's Soothe. They don't actually stop me from coughing at all. Well, maybe a little bit, but they don't taste like they have any medicine in them, but they taste like, it's like candy. It's like nature's candy. It's delicious. I may pop one in just to eat one because they're so delicious. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better, which is good. I apologize for all the coughing in the last couple episodes. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. And it was not a lot of fun. But you should still go back and watch the last couple episodes anyway. Because in the last episode, I lost another Pokemon. Oopsie doopsie. Mortimer the Sandygast has died. Now, the only reason we are holding on to Mortimer is because in today's episode, we have a chance for a couple encounters, and I'm really hoping that one of those is a viable replacement to Sandygast, because we're already working on grinding up Westbrook the Chestnut. And if I have to pick out another Pokemon from my box that's only like level 10, 15, 20, whatever, and grind it up too, that's a problem. Because at the end of today's episode, we're going to be making a sacrifice as we prepare to take on the electric trial in the next episode. So I lost Mortimer, and I'm going to have to sacrifice a Pokemon at the end of this one. So I'm really hoping that the 2 encounters that we get today are nice 1 and 2 replacements for whoever I decide to sacrifice, and for Mortimer, because I'd like to add them directly to the team with as little grinding necessary as possible. Anyway, I just realized I've not given any thought to who I'm going to be sacrificing or who is even viable to be sacrificed. Now that I think about it, well, you know what? Couldn't go forever without it. Let's put in a nice Hall's Soothe. I'm not kidding. It's almost like caramel. It's honey vanilla. Ooh. It's like you ever seen those how it chews to feel 5 gum? How it feels to chew 5 gum? You ever seen those commercials? That's what's happening up in here right now. Anyway, this is Route 11. You may have heard of it. You may not have. Let's go ahead and heal up Timberlake because I think Timberlake's the Pokemon we're going to wow. We have a Route 10 encounter and a Route 11 encounter, and we are just crossing our fingers hoping that one of these 2 routes will hold the keys to the kingdom for us in terms of getting a nice new Pokemon. A decent replacement for Mortimer. Are there any other ground ghost types in the whole game? I don't think so, but a ghost type would be cool, a fire type would be cool, a psychic type would be nice. Basically any type we do not currently have, I would like to add to the team. Add a little diversity, you know, spread the wealth. There's really no other way to do it. Let's jump in the grass, see if we can get something. Please, fingers crossed. Decent replacement for Mortimer, something we can add to the team right away, preferably. Our Route 11 encounter is going to be... the power of the Hall's Soothe Honey Vanilla. It's Waxamillion. But he's all grown up. Waxamillion, it's a male Chandelure. It's Waxamillion all grown up. What do you do? What do you do? Okay, so here's the debate going on in my brain right now. I have to catch it. There is no debate. I have to catch this thing. It is a fire ghost type. The first 2 types I asked for. I said I would love a ghost type. I would love a fire type. It's both of them in one. It's a Chandelure. It's fully evolved. It's fire ghost type. The only thing that's saying in my brain, you know, maybe go for something else is the fact that this is dupes. It's species technically. We have had Waxamillion, the Litwick, our starter, reincarnated. We've already had a Waxamillion. We've already had a Litwick. You could technically get another encounter. But what are the odds that our next encounter is better than this? I cannot fathom a world where that is true. So I am going to capture this thing. Flame Burst, don't care. I resist that. I have to capture this thing. I don't think anybody's gonna be upset that I'm doing this. Now, do you learn Curse? I don't think you do. I don't think you learn Curse. You're level 27. I can add you to the team right away. This is one of the best encounter. This is probably in the current spot that I'm in. The Confused Ray is annoying, I'm not gonna lie. In the current spot that I'm in, this is like the best thing I could have asked for. My starter is back from the dead. After I stupidly sent it in against a Lycanroc to try to snag a burn. Waxamillion, his ghost, the ghost of a ghost Pokemon, heads off into the woods to a different island. He's been training. He's been mastering the blade. He comes back a fully evolved Chandelure, ready to join the team again. I have to capture it. I'm sorry. Again, I don't think I need to be apologizing. I'm sure you guys... Didn't we find like a luxury ball in the last episode? Didn't we find a luxury ball? Waxamillion deserves all the luxury in the world. Give Waxamillion, Chandelure, this beautiful Pokeball. Now you just have to stay in it. That's such a cool looking Pokeball. It's like the Millennium Eye from Yami. Okay, well he doesn't want to stay in. That's okay. I understand. Here comes the Hex. Decent amount of damage, nothing too crazy. Let's use a Super Potion just to be safe. Let's not be dumb. Like, we're gonna capture this thing, but let's not lose a Pokemon in the process as well. I'm hot. I'm like sweating. I'm so excited. This is the greatest thing. Even though it's a Pokemon we've already had, does not matter. Does not matter. 90% of any other Pokemon that we've already encountered in the game, I would have, probably 95% of any Pokemon that we've already run into in this game, I would have been like, nah, we'll get something else. I would have re-encountered. Except for this thing. We have a chance to put the starter back on the team. A second chance in life to not be an idiot and lose it again. I will not lose this one. I promise. You can write it down. Quote me on that. You can tweet me. If I ever lose this Chandelure, you can tweet me. Be gentle. I have a very fragile sense of self. Tweet it at me. Let me know that I messed up. I'll know. I'll be crying, so don't worry about it. Oh my gosh. I would love to give the Chandelure a nickname. Now here's the question. Do you stick with the tried and true Waxamillion? It's not Waxamillion though. It's a different Pokemon. So I don't know that you can still name it Waxamillion. Do Chandelures even use wax? Chandelier just has like 4 candles on the edge of it technically, so it probably still has wax. We can probably still work wax into something. This will be Waxamillion's brother. Just give me a couple seconds to first of all powder the sweat off of my head and to think of a good nickname for Waxamillion's big brother. Similar root name, but a different ending. We're gonna stick with the tried and true Wax. They're twins. Waxamillion and his big brother, Waximus. It works perfectly because it still sticks close. It's based on Maximus, which is a strange name. I don't think I've ever actually heard anybody named Maximus, but apparently it's a thing. We're gonna add Waximus to the party right now. I'm sorry, Mortimertle, but this is the perfect replacement. Waximus is going to be added to my party. Mortimertle sent to the box. That's fine. That's fine. That's perfect. Now I do have to know. If we would have gone with the dupes, if we would have said that species, let's re-encounter, what would our actual encounter have been? I gotta know. I'm itching just to know. Let's see what our actual encounter would have been. Oh, we made the right choice. Klefki is good, don't get me wrong. Steel Fairy, it's a nice type combo. It's defensive, it's annoying, it's got Prankster, etc. We made the right choice. For sentimental value alone, I gotta feel like we made the right choice. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Now I do need to go release Mortimertle very quickly. I'm still sweating, which is crazy because it's so cold here. You may be wondering why I'm wearing a hoodie. when I was, well, it's funny, Missouri can't make up its mind. I'm literally wearing a tank top under the hoodie because Missouri cannot make up its mind in terms of what it wants the weather to be like. Literally a week ago, the weather was 93 degrees for like 3 days straight as the high. So I got out all my tank tops. I was like, I guess it's still summer, so I guess I'll keep those out. Literally 4 days later, it dropped down to 36 degrees for the high. You do that math. That math, it's not possible. Only in the state of Missouri is that actually possible, which is where I live. Mortimer, I'm sorry. You must be released. You died, and unfortunately, that's the way things go around here. So now I got the hoodie out, but I got the tank top under because I'm like, it might be 95 degrees tomorrow, so I gotta be ready. You never know when the next heat wave might come in. It's like, what's the temperature? It's 50 outside right now, so it's a nice in between. 50 degrees is it's basically perfect for me. And I have no money, so we're not turning on our air conditioning, or I mean our heater yet. So it's very cold in my house. But I'm sweating because I'm so excited. Oh! Thought I pressed release. I just want to check out Waximus, our new Pokemon. Smog, Confuse Ray, Flame Burst, Hex. He's got Flame Body just like his big brother. It's modest. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I don't even know what else to say. I don't care what we get as our next encounter. I know we have to sacrifice a Pokemon at the end of today's episode, and believe me, it may not seem like it because I'm so chipper right now. I'm bummed about that. I'm bummed about the fact that I'm going to need to sacrifice a Pokemon at the end of this. But it's like I haven't seen this friend since like 4th grade. Haven't talked since then. We're best friends, but he moved to like Georgia. And then all of a sudden one day I'm at the Mall of America up in Minnesota, wherever it is. And I'm shopping at Slackers looking for Pokemon cards. And as I'm reaching for the holographic Charizard card, it's my boy Charles from 4th grade. I don't actually know a Charles. I didn't even go to 4th grade, so. Okay, this is Route 10. Now, do we want to get assaulted by whatever is in that tree, or do we want to go to the grass? I think we want to go to the grass. I have not had a great deal of luck. Don't look at me, please. I have not had a very good deal of luck with Pokemon in trees, so I just don't trust it. I think I want to go for the grass encounter instead. We'll check what was in the tree after for sure. But for now, I think I want to go with what was in the grass. What I want for this encounter, I don't care. You can give me a Dunsparce. Anything. Anything is fine. I'm content. I'm happy with the Waximus. I don't care what we get for the rest of the episode. Make it something cool, though. That'd be awesome. Ooh, it is good. Another dragon type for the box. We got Flygon last episode. Now we got Altaria. I love Altaria. Level 29. And so does my boy Totter. I know my boy Totter absolutely loves Altaria. We don't want to do too much damage, so let's just go for a nice little Aqua Jet here. See how much that does. What? 2 fantastic encounters. Okay, that's not quite enough damage. And you have Takedown, which is horrible. I also just realized you probably have Perish Song. There's a very high chance that this thing has Perish Song. I don't know what level it learns it at. I just remember when I was shiny hunting in the Ultra Wormhole, we got a shiny Altaria and it used Perish Song. So it's very possible that this thing has it. Now, how much is a Disarming Voice going to do? I think I'm content just weakening you with the Icy Winds. I'm more content just going for Icy Winds. Refresh is fine. The Takedown is what scares me. Once we get you to halfway, maybe even a little bit above halfway, Refresh is, again, fine. I'm fine using these Aqua Jets. I know we don't have a ton of PP, but we're going to get to heal at the end of this episode anyway when we sacrifice a Pokemon. Natural Gift, not a problem. We can also, if we want to, switch into Waximus, and you can't use Takedown anymore, so that's a good option. I'd like to see what your last move is before committing to that, though, so not trying to lose Waximus the exact episode that we got him. There we go. I was like, how do I use a Pokeball against you? The answer is to click Y and click Ultra Ball. I'm sad we couldn't get Waximus in that luxury ball, but it's okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and capture this beautiful cloud bird. Okay, not so much. Not quite. We will, though. Round. Okay, so you don't have anything to hit Waxamillion with. And sorry, his name is Waximus, not Waxamillion. I'm going to make that mistake. I'm probably going to make that mistake more times than I'm comfortable admitting. It's going to happen. That's okay. Natural Gift. Yeah, Natural Gift and Refresh should not hit us. I'm making sure. I'm still a little sick, so I'm making sure my brain isn't being clouded with happy thoughts right now. Thoughts of sickness that are... There we go. It doesn't matter. Okay. Just making sure I didn't make a colossal mistake. Altaria is going to be caught a beautiful bird Pokemon. Just kidding. Dragon Pokemon. Dragon Flying. Could be a very good addition to the team, not going to lie. Would I like to give Altaria a nickname? Yes, I would. It is a female. Probably want to name this after clouds of some kind. Cumulonimbus, Stratus. I don't know my clouds very well, but there's others. I'm going to find a nice cloud-based nickname, mash it up with a lady's name, and I'll be back. There actually aren't as many cloud types as I had originally thought. They're basically just the Nimbus, Stratus, and Cumulus with a bunch of fancy prefixes and suffixes attached to them. So we're going to go with Nimbus, and we're going to combine this with the beautiful name Kim, and we're just going to call you Kimbus. Kimbus. Kimbus is going to get sent. I don't know why. That sounds like a strange... I think I'm thinking of kombucha. Sounds like I was going to say, it sounds like a strange health movement. Like a weird diet that doesn't actually work. Have you guys tried the Kimbus diet? We're going to send Kimbus to the box nonetheless. Beautiful. That's a really good Pokemon. One that I'm extremely happy to have in the box. Now we can start thinking about who the heck we're going to sacrifice. We obviously have a couple trainer battles to get through today, so let's do those. Still need to train up both Westbrook and Waximus before this next... Oof, we're getting low on potions as well. We have 2 Pokemon we need to switch train up before we get to this trial, which is a little bit scary. I mean, we don't have to, but it would probably benefit us to do so because we may run into a situation where we need them. And I'd like to have them. Otherwise, we're going to be going into this trial with basically 4 Pokemon. Just kidding. Panpour is great for Chestnut, for Westbrook. We actually have to sacrifice a Pokemon, I just realized as well. So we're really only going to be going in with like 3 viable Pokemon. No, why do you have that? Thankfully, you're a Panpour, so we live. Thankfully, you're a Panpour, so we live. Going for the Psybeam, just extremely rude. Just ridiculously rude. To even make me think I would lose my Westbrook to a Panpour is extremely rude. Also, by the way, I apologize, get predicted, by the way. I apologize to any of you lovely people out there who are like me. Why do you have Psybeam? I apologize to any of you who are like me and have the slightest of OCD, because my background is probably going to bother you a great amount for like a week. So I moved this poster further that way to center it on the wall. And then I moved the TV to center it on the wall. Unfortunately, I want to get another piece of art to put in between the Stormtrooper one and the Game of Thrones one. But I got nothing to put there right now, so it's just blank. So I probably should have just centered this on the wall to make it centered, because I like when things are centered. I probably should have done that. I didn't, and I apologize. Let's see what we could have gotten if we would have gotten the tree encounter instead. Is that a Meltan? Oh, it's Regirock again. Okay, well, I'm pretty... Or I meant Melmetal, not Meltan, who's not even in this game, so it couldn't be you. I'm pretty glad that we didn't get this as our encounter, because we already failed to get this as our encounter one time, so really don't need to get it a second time. I'm much more content with the Altaria, which is good. But yeah, I apologize if that bothers you. It bothers me too, believe me. And I didn't realize it until I framed up the shot for today's episode, how much it bothered me, but it bothers me a great deal. But it'll be fine. Really wish that didn't take 3 to kill you. but it's okay because we'll still get the job done. Even with your special attack raising, 3 of these will get the job done. We could probably just run away, but a Regirock is a legendary, and that's some decent experience from my boy Westbrook. And we need to do that. I always forget. I have horrible posture. I probably need to work on it. Whenever you see my chair like this, when it's this far back, that's because when I'm playing video games, what are you doing? Cursing? This is a PG channel, you can't curse. Whenever I play video games, I literally play this leaned back. And I play like this, which is probably just horrible for my back. And I'm gonna need a walking cane by the time I'm like 35, but I really need to prop it up like a race car driver's seat, because gaming is serious business. And I should probably do that. That's okay. Also, the neck pillow doesn't quite line up, but I don't want to be one of these dudes that's like strapped back to his chair like this. I like to lean forward a little bit. I was walking by that tree and a Pokemon landed, blah, blah, blah. I'm very excited, by the way. Can't remember. Does this tree attack me? It does. Let's avoid it. Do you attack me? No, 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 don't heal me! Look. It's technically a free heal. I'm upset about it because I definitely didn't want to get free healed. But we're about to sacrifice a Pokemon in literally 5 minutes and get a free heal anyway, so it doesn't matter that much, but I kind of wish you would not have healed me there. I mean, we didn't need one really anyway. We're doing fine. Hello, Monferno. You're a beautiful Pokemon. I would have loved you. You would have been nice to have on the team as well. Just kidding. We don't need a fire type for the rest of the game because I have Waxinus, of course. I forgot. Silly me. Let's go ahead here and switch into Timberlake. Timberlake very quickly becoming one of my dominant go-to Pokemon. Now, I told you before, I've never used a Poplio. Think it looks kind of gross. Honestly, don't think Primarina looks that much nicer. But I gotta say, the Water Fairy type is really nice for us. It answers a lot of issues that we had, and I'm happy to have it. Now, if we ever over the course of this playthrough find a Shiny Stone, like just randomly on a Pokemon, it's holding it, whatever, I'm gonna be pretty upset because that will have meant that we could have had a Togekiss. And I semi-regret sacrificing Togekiss just because I like that Pokemon, or Togetic because I like that Pokemon so much. If we never find a Shiny Stone, then it's fine because that would mean we'd never, over the course of this whole thing, are going to get a Togetic or a Togekiss. I promise I know Pokemon. And if we never find a Shiny Stone, that means it was probably the right move, and Primarina has been fantastic for us. If we find one, it's going to be a little bit of a harder sell for me, because it probably would have been a very good Pokemon to have. Azuro coming out. That is totally fine, except did they change you to Fairy type? I know you're not Water type, but did they change you to Fairy type? Let's see if Double Kick does super effective damage. It does not, which means they changed you to Fairy type, which is understandable. You're very cute. You're gonna bounce, which is Flying type, which is quad effective, so yeet, I'm out of here. Gotta go. It also means you're like guaranteed gonna poison me, which is paralyze me, which is annoying. I don't want you to do that, but I think you're gonna do it anyway. Here comes the bounce. Guaranteed paralysis coming in. There it is. And we're out of paralyzed heals if I remember correctly. I didn't buy any more, so we're gonna pretty much get through the rest of this episode without Susie, which is probably a recipe for disaster, but I think we can do it. Takes out the Azurill just fine. I have very exciting news, guys, by the way. Not here yet. Not here currently. But eventually. Literally in 3 days. I mean, oh, no. Arbok? No, that was Thundurus. That was Munna. I lied. Not today. Not in 3 days, but if you guys are watching this on Monday, which you should be if I actually edit it and get it out, which I should. In a couple of days, I am picking up, on Wednesday actually, I'm picking up a little pup. I'm getting a dog. I talked about it on one of my Twitch streams, twitch.tv/justjoshyt. I mess that up every time. Horrible at self-plugs. twitch.tv/justjoshandyt. Come check it out. We stream every Tuesday and now Saturdays as well. Even though I forgot to stream this past Saturday because I forgot. We stream those days and it's a really good time. You should go out there, and sometimes I let slip. What just happened? Your defense rose why? Doesn't matter, you're dead. Sometimes I let slip little tidbits of information, like, for example, I'm getting a dog on Wednesday. What's his name? I don't know yet. What was that? You hear that sound? Oh, it's an item. I was like, I heard something. Okay, we have a... Is this a double battle? I really hope this is not a double battle. If it is, let's send in Arthropod. I really hope this is not a double battle. I'm kind of scared. This is the last battle we need to get through before we can get up to the top of the mountain to sacrifice a Pokemon. So let's get this done. What, you never seen somebody take a bus stop to go before? Hey, yo, you trying to steal our bus stop? Best go find your own, you heard? Double battle? Single battle, please? One-on-one? One-on-one? One at a time? Please, 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 please? Seems like one at a time. That's one at a time. You got a single little baby Pokemon, too. Doesn't even bother me. Electric? Woogie, woogie, woogie? Not a problem. Shouldn't be a problem, I should say. We don't really have anything to hit you with, but you can always just go into Rexter, because you shouldn't have anything to hit Rexter with, so I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I'm picking up a dog on Wednesday. It's not going to be fun. I have to drive an extremely far distance. I was slightly misled with where the dog was going to be picked up. Originally thought it was in my state, just a couple hours away. Turns out that's just where the breeder is, but the actual dog they let their brother-in-law take home, and he lives several states over in South Dakota. So I'm not driving to South Dakota to pick it up because that would be ridiculous, but we're meeting halfway. We're meeting in Omaha, Nebraska. I'll be in Omaha, Nebraska on Wednesday if you guys want to hang out. Meeting him in Omaha, Nebraska, or somewhere around Omaha, Nebraska. It's about the halfway point. Dang on laws, that's my homie's got to fight for you. That's just a laughing team skull. We stand up to even the strong, yo. We stand up enough for long, yo. Get out of here, yo. Oh, just kidding. Two in a row. So I'll be picking him up that day, and that's 6 hours from where I live. And then I'm going to be driving back. I still got to figure out... It probably would be smarter for me to drive up 6 hours the night before, get a hotel, sleep there, explore the city the next day, relax a little bit, pick him up, and then drive 6 hours home instead of doing 12 hours, 6 hours there, 6 hours back in a single day. But I haven't decided what I want to do yet, so if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. If you know anything fun to do in Omaha, Nebraska, let me know. I've never been there. I've been to Iowa. I obviously live in Missouri. I think I've been to Kansas City one time. This man's rocking me with an ice beam. He thinks he's going to freeze me. He's extremely wrong. I'm going to go for the heavy slam. Acid armor, not a problem. I don't know anything fun to do out there. What do they got? They got corn? I'm allowed to make fun of Nebraska because I live in Missouri, which is only slightly more exciting than Nebraska. Of all of the Midwestern states, Nebraska and Kansas City, Kansas, not Kansas City. Nebraska and Kansas typically get the rap as the most boring. Missouri's not much better, to be honest. We don't have a lot going for us out here either, so you hate to see it. Let's go for the pack. Take out the Cryogonal, and let's figure out who the heck we're going to sacrifice. I got to even think of who's viable to be sacrificed. I truly don't know the answer to that. Yo, think about the bus drivers. If we take this bus stop, then they can all chill. Oh, I'm over this. I'm back to living large at the mansion. Oomph. See you later. Go to the mansion. Go chill. Professor Kukui? Head on here. Jarsh. Oh. What's going on? Some Team Skull punks just ran past me going the other direction, y'all. I sure wish they'd challenge the league instead of getting up to no good all the time. Oh, the league? Oh, you'll find out soon enough. Just you wait, cousin. But first things first, if you want to head up to Mount Hokuloni, we should take the bus. It'll blast us up there to the top, yeah, as quick as a sky uppercut. Okay, we're going to take the bus to the top of the mountain. Do I want to do this right now? Let's go ahead and just get it done right now. I was going to say, okay, I'll go check out the bus stop. Let's go to the top of the mountain. I know we're going to get pulled into some little storyline stuff here. We'll get it done very quickly. We'll go make our sacrifice and we'll end the episode. Mount Hokulani. We could technically also get an encounter up here, I think. But I guess I'm going to save it for after the encounter. Or after the trial, if we survive it. Over here. Oh. Mount Hokulani is the second tallest mountain in Alola. And the tallest? Dude, the cinematic. Check it out, Josh. Oh. It's, you know it's real because I can't click A to get past it. You see that steep, jutting, majestic peak right over there? Oh. That's Mount Lanakila, the highest peak in Alola. Oh. That's what I sounded like in the last couple episodes. It's a sacred spot, y'all. The closer you can ever get to legendary Pokemon of Alola. It's said to be the moon incarnate. That's right. That's it right there on the peak of Lanakila. That's where I'll establish our Pokemon League. We'll get everybody who's finished their island challenges, y'all. And up there on the peak of the Mount Lanakila, they'll battle against the Kahunas to become the Island Challenge champion. I've always valued old traditions here in Alola, but it's time to make a champion the world will recognize. It's time to get it's Ash Ketchum. It's time to get our own Elite Four and make our own Pokemon League. To think that someday the kiddos in Alola will be able to go from being the Island Challenge champion to the world champion. And then when we have our own champion, they can show the rest of the world what's so special about Alolan Pokemon and their trainers, y'all. Okay, see you later. Thanks to the lore. Okay, so we have a sacrifice to make. It's part of the Martyrlocke. If you don't know what a Martyrlocke is, you're just jumping in now. Well, you should probably go back to the first episode. Figure it out. Okay. We need to make a sacrifice. Who was the last Pokemon that we sacrificed? I believe the last Pokemon, by the way, I'm going to buy some potions just for the trial real quickly in my spare time. Just buy a couple super potions. Give me like 10 more. And maybe some paralyzed heals as well. Can we buy full heals yet? Not quite. So give me like 3 paralyzed heals. The last Pokemon that we sacrificed was Togetic. Who was on our team when we sacrificed Togetic? Not Westbrook, not Waximus, not Timberlake. Actually, Timberlake technically was. We added Timberlake to replace Basculin. And then we sacrificed Waxamillion, or what? We sacrificed Togetic after adding Primarina to the team. So technically, and Waximus obviously was caught today, so not viable. The only Pokemon available to sacrifice are Arthropod, Rexter, Suzy, and Timberlake. That's a big problem. They're all really good. They are all really, really good. And I love them all. That's a big, real tough decision. Let's see. We have a level 23 Lycanroc. Rock Skull. With Tough Claws. We did get the Lycanium Z. We could replace Rexter with Rock Skull. It's only level 23 though, so that does not help me. Similarly, we've got Molurwin, who is adamant. Could be a decent. I can't get rid of Timberlake. Timberlake's too good. I'm not getting rid of Timberlake. Timberlake is safe. Arthropod, obviously safe. I love him too much. So it really comes down to Suzy the Muck and Rexter the Tyrantrum, who we've had for so long. It's, you know what? Okay, so basically, in my opinion, our 2 choices. Actually, we have 3 choices. We can get rid of Alolan Muck and add Slitherwin, the Arbok. Or we get rid of Rexter and add either Sahatra, the Flygon, who's timid, or add Kimbus, the Altaria. Now, looking at that moveset, I really don't want to add Kimbus. Kimbus is obviously the highest leveled. The reason I say these 3 is because they're the highest level. 26, 28, 29. We're about to go take on a trial. I would like to have as many viable members as possible. We're about to lose a level 35, so the closest we can get is 29, or we can add 26. or we can add 28. We have nothing else that close. We could do some grinding beforehand if we want to, but that seems like a waste of time. I think I'm gonna add Flygon and lose Rexter, which is crazy because we've had Rexter since like episode 4, 3, early. We've had Rexter for a long, long time. It's gonna feel really weird getting rid of an old buddy. But honestly, Susie has been fantastic. Knockoff is awesome. Very few weaknesses. And even though Rexter does have Stealth Rock, we haven't used it much. Crunch. We've got Stab Crunch on Susie. Spectral Thief, I have a Ghost type now in Waximus. And we'll have a Dragon type move eventually on Sahatra. So I think it's the right move. And Sahatra actually has a Rock type move, which unfortunately Rexter never did. You also get Levitate with Sahatra, which I think is nice as well. So let's go ahead and take the Expert Belt. Can't believe I'm doing this, but I think it makes the most sense. I'm going to release Rexter. I mean, no, I don't really want to release this Pokemon, but I think I have to. This may be pretty contentious in chat, in the comments. I think this makes the most sense. Yeah. I think that makes the most sense. The only thing to decide now is whether you add Altaria or Flygon. I mean, I think Flygon is better than Altaria, just because of its moveset. This thing only knows Takedown, which is a problem for me. Obviously, Kimbus is a higher level, but at this point, it's not even viable in battle. At least we can get something out of Sahatra, potentially. So, I think that's what you do. You take Sahatra, you see if it can learn Spectral Thief, or any potential TMs in the box. First of all, let's go ahead and heal up our Pokemon. Because we did just make a sacrifice. That's a tough one. Probably the hardest choice we've had to make in the entire... I say that like every single time. Maybe that one... I made that one relatively quickly, so maybe it's not as hard as I'm saying. It hurts really bad to get rid of a member that we've had for that long. But with that, I am going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, we'll be taking on the Electric Trial, so make sure you tune in to see how that ends. Hopefully not horribly. Are we, in our pattern, are we due for a rough trial? I think we are, so maybe. Hopefully it doesn't end that poorly. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider showing some support down below in the form of liking, commenting, subscribing. They all help out a tremendous deal, and if you know anyone... Oh, share with your grandmother as always. Sorry, little brain fart there. Share with your grandmother as always. I'm getting up there in age like your grandmother. Share with her as always. But with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on Wednesday while I'm driving and going to get a dog and you're watching this. See ya.